The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Ottumwa Bulldog basketball is on the air here on your news and information leader, 1240 AM and 102.7 FM KBIZ. Our coverage of Bulldog basketball is made possible thanks to these sponsors. Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa. By Cole Palace Cafe and Books. By Community First Credit Union. By Shannon and the team at Dixon's Floors and More. By Family First Chiropractic. By Lisco of Fairfield. By Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. By Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. By Ottumwa Community Schools, where we engage, educate, and empower every student every day. By Ottumwa Regional Health Center. By Dr. Dwayne Petrito and the team at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. By River Community Credit Union, where everybody knows your name. By River Hills Community Health Center. By Slayton Polaris. And by Sonic Drive-In, North 63 in Ottumwa. Now, let's get you to the court with the voice of your Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High basketball is on the air. Good evening, everybody, from the gymnasium at Moines Hoover High School, which, by the way, sports a shiny, brand-new floor. It looks good in here. Jason Van Arkel reporting tonight. Annie Argo is our on-site video producer. If you're watching the live video broadcast at OttumwaRadio.com. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back in the studios of KBIZ. For those of you listening on the radio, it's a CIML Metro Conference doubleheader between your Ottumwa Bulldogs and the Hoover Huskies. Starting, of course, with the girls' game. Your Bulldogs come in at 4-6. They're 2-1 in Metro Conference play. Ottumwa's won 4 in a row after they started the season 0-6, and they're coming off a 34-point win over Marshalltown on Tuesday. Des Moines Hoover 1-3. They are 1-1 in Metro Conference play. They opened the season with the win over Des Moines East, but the Huskies have dropped their last 3. Now, it's been a rough stretch for Des Moines Hoover. We'll start with them. Back in 2013-2014, they won 10 games. Since then, they've only won a total of 19 games from the 14-15 season all the way to this year, including their one win this season. And the Huskies have been a bit up and down this year. They started out with a 61-34 win over Des Moines East. Then they were humbled by North 49-7, a tough 42-41 loss to Marshalltown, and then the last time out for Hoover, they were humbled again by a very good Ankeny Centennial team to the tune of 94-10. The score you have to watch out for them, Amaria Turner, she had 18 points in the win over East, and she was averaging 9 points and 9 rebounds a game through the first 3 games. Those numbers went down with the loss to Centennial. Stats that had not been posted when we put the stats together for the broadcast. As for Ottumwa, they're coming off a win over Marshalltown where not everything went right. They didn't have anybody in double figures, but they had 9 different players score, so it was very balanced. Now, Ottumwa's got to shoot better from the free throw line. They were 3 of 15 in the first half of the Marshalltown game, 12 of 17 in the second half. It got better. And Ottumwa's also got to finish better inside. Several missed layups, easy layups inside. Didn't have an and-one opportunity in the game until the fourth quarter. So Ottumwa's got to finish better inside and finish better at the free throw line. For the Bulldogs, after a tough opening stretch, again, they lost their first 6, but they've won 4 in a row. And a real chance to win number 5 tonight. They've already beaten the Marshalltown team that beat Hoover not long ago. And then they'll play a 1-win Washington team on Monday. So Ottumwa's got a real chance to get back to 500 at 6-6, and then they'll hit the rough stretch of the schedule in late January into February. Have to go to number 2 Waukee next Tuesday. They get the rematch with the North team they lost to. That'll be next Friday at home, and then Monday, February 1st, the makeup game on the road at a good Des Moines Roosevelt team. So a tougher stretch is coming next week, but the Bulldogs still a couple of games they feel like they should be able to compete in and win in tonight and Monday night. Last year, these two teams met. Wasn't all that close either time. The Bulldogs won the first meeting in Ottumwa 62-25. The rematch here at Hoover, they won 65-50. Ottumwa's won 11 in a row in this series. That dates back to 2015. Before that, Hoover had won 5 in a row. So a long run for the Huskies and now a longer run for the Bulldogs. But Ottumwa coming in tonight looking for win number 5 and win number 5 in a row. Still plenty to come in the pregame show. We'll take a 3-minute timeout right now, come back and get you the projected starting lineups for tonight on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people with goals, people who want to save more, people that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Johnson, CEO of River Hills Community Health Center, where we've been growing healthy communities for the past 20 years in Ottumwa, Centerville, Richland, and Sigourney. We recently made some modifications, but we are now back to normal with safety and precaution in mind. All of our clinic locations are open and have returned to regular hours. Appointments are being accepted in all clinics, so call for your appointment today. Remember, River Hills Community Health Center, diversified services, exceptional health care.
At See First, we believe our members deserve financial solutions unlike any other, where the people make you feel appreciated, where you can find the right tools and products at the right price, where high-tech solutions provide serious convenience, not frustration, and where members are so happy they tell their friends. Thank you, See First members. Together really is better.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Opa!
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ, getting ready for a doubleheader against Moines Hoover on the road tonight up in the capital city. Girls game pitting the 4 and 6 Bulldogs against the 1 and 3 Huskies. And as we've said it so many times now, it doesn't really bear repeating, but the Des Moines schools didn't start playing until the month of January because of their not being in classes, it being in virtual class only through December. Good to be able to play the Metro schedule here in January and February. Starters tonight for Ottumwa. The Bulldogs, of course, had senior night on Tuesday when they played Marshalltown, so they're back to their regular starting lineup tonight. So in the backcourt, that means Chloe Schneckloff, the 5'8" senior, will start as she always does, averaging 6.7 points per game. Olivia Coram back in the starting lineup, the 5'5" sophomore, 4.1 points per game. The third guard, 5'7" senior Zoe Jones, 3.3 points per game. Up front, 5'10" junior Addison Ransom, 7.8 points per game. And Ottumwa's leading scorer, 5'11" senior Ann Guest, averaging 10.1 points per contest. Not 100% sure of the Hoover starters as of yet. We mentioned at the top of the pregame show that their biggest threat was, double checking here, Amaria Turner. Turner didn't start their game, their 1-point loss to Marshalltown, and again, they've not yet posted the stats from their loss to Centennial. I'm not sure who started there, and they've not posted the starting lineup for us yet tonight. Now, we'll know in a few minutes. We've got about 2.5 minutes until the end of pregame warm-ups. So we'll get an idea of who's starting for Hoover at that point. But for the Bulldogs, I'm not sure it matters. Ottumwa just wants to play their game. You hear that from coaches all the time. We just need to play our game. Well, for Ottumwa, it's really true. It's about how well they execute tonight, especially when they get the ball inside and when they get to the free throw line, which if they do it as many times as they did against Marshalltown on Tuesday, means they'll have plenty of opportunities for 3 points at the charity stripe. Tell you what, let's take another 3-minute timeout, and by the time that's done, they'll be into the pregame introduction. So we'll come back hopefully with that Hoover starting lineup after this on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
River Community Credit Union is different from other financial institutions. From the safety of your money to who actually owns a credit union. A credit union is a democratic member-owned cooperative. When you join a credit union, you're more than a member. You're an owner, which means you have a say in how your credit union is run. They provide the same products and services as other financial institutions, but are not-for-profit and exist to help people, not to make a profit.
River Community Credit Union, where everybody knows your name.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships, foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ, getting ready for our girls game between Ottumwa and Des Moines Hoover. We've got that Hoover starting lineup now in the backcourt. We don't have heights on all the players. Let's see if they don't list all the heights on the players, so we'll just go with what we have. Sophomore Tasia Young, she averages 7.7 points per game. Joined in the backcourt by senior Arabia Parkey, 2.3 points per game. The third starter is senior Amnia Shalabi, averaging 1.7 points per game. Fourth starter, Serenity Nelson, 7.3 points per game. And their fifth starter is senior Cynthia Reynes, averaging just 2 points a game. Again, some of their better scorers coming off the bench. They've been mixing up their starting lineups throughout the season. Ottumwa in the red road jerseys, Huskies in the home white, green numbers, and green lettering. Hoover trimmed in gold. Bulldogs, the white numbers trimmed in silver. All right, we are ready for the national anthem here at Hoover, so we'll take a 90-second timeout and return with the opening tip coming your way after this on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
At Community First Credit Union, we see how important it is to be the kind of financial partner you can depend on, no matter what. We see that you have plans, goals, hopes, and dreams. We see you need banking tools that are real-time and bankers that are real people. At See First, we see all of these things because at See First, we see you.
Our world has changed a lot in a short amount of time, but your health and safety remain our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and the processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs, and your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care you need. We're here for you today and always.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Good evening once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Des Moines Hoover tonight. Annie Argo is the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Getting ready for the girls' tip between Ottumwa and Hoover. Olivia Coram, Zoe Jones, Chloe Schneckloff, Addison Ransom, and guest on the floor for OHS. Tasia Young, Arabia Parkey, Omnia Shalabi, Serenity Nelson, Cynthia Rennis for Hoover. Rennis will jump it up against Guest. The tip is controlled by the Bulldogs as Guest tips it to Jones. Ottumwa moving right to left as we look at it in the opening half. Jones between the circles. Zoe dribbling to the free throw line, falls down, lost it. Got called for a travel. That's probably a better result than the live ball turnover that would have happened without the travel call. So Hoover back the other way. Ottumwa's going to set up that 1-2-2 zone pressure with the trap at midcourt. Jones nearly knocks the ball away, nearly tips the pass away, and then Hoover's Serenity Nelson stepped out of bounds in front of the scorer's table and gives it right back to Ottumwa. That's the same kind of pressure Ottumwa used with great effect against Marshalltown on Tuesday. Now Coram between the circles, dribbles right, gets it to Jones. Bounce it underneath to Ransom and threw it away. Pick off by Nelson. Hoover running the other way. Nelson picks up a dribble, gets it right side for Parkey. Back up top to Nelson. Swing it over to Young. Young double teamed up top. Lob it free throw line for Rennis. Out to the wing for Shalabi. Shot on the way. It's an air ball. And on the rebound, we get a foul on Ottumwa. Well, I thought Coram had the position in there, but she gets called for the foul. And Parkey to inbound from the baseline for Hoover. Gets it right wing to Nelson. Launches a quick three. In and out, no good. Rebound underneath. Ripped down by Shalabi for Hoover. Kicks it out to Young. She'll try a three. Hand in her face. Didn't matter. Tasia Young hits a three, and Hoover's off to a quick start. This is a team that only scored 10 points in its last game against Centennial. Now they press, but Ottumwa breaks. It goes left corner for Coram. She'll try to answer with a three. Count it! Olivia Coram with the answer. We're tied at 3. So now it'll be Young to bring it into the front court right side. Chased by 2 defenders, trying to get back out of a double team towards midcourt. She's trapped there. Bounce it, knocked away. Ball is loose. Diving for it is Coram. We will get a held ball. The arrow favors Des Moines Hoover. Right down below where we're sitting, I want to thank the folks at Des Moines Hoover. This is the first time we've been up this high in the gym. Normally we're lower in the bleachers right behind the scorer's table, but that's not possible this year because of social distancing. But Hoover went above and beyond to make sure we had a good broadcast spot. So thank you to the good folks here at Hoover. And you're seeing on video, Serenity Nelson is down for Hoover and in some pain at the spot where there was the held ball. And the trainer My view is kind of blocked, but it looks like they're looking at her right leg, it would seem. And that would be, it's obviously unfortunate when any player gets hurt. Nelson's been one of their better players this year, averaging over 7 points a game. She is a junior. Now her head coach, Francis Negussie, over to consult with Nelson and with the trainers, and we hope she's okay. She's still down. Looks like they're going to try to help her to her feet now. She's up and gets a nice hand from the fans here in attendance tonight, but doesn't look like she is willing or able to put any weight on that right leg. Brooklyn Royster, freshman, will come in place of Nelson. Very gingerly helping her back to the Hoover bench. Get her into the first available chair that's not up on the baseline. Of course, they've got the chairs staggered to allow for social distancing on the bench. Hoover inbounds. They'll swing it over to the left side for Parkey. Game underway. Throw it up top for Young. Back left side to Parkey. Down to the corner for Shalabi. Up top now right side to Royster. Her pass deflected, and Corum's got the steal. 3-on-2 the other way. Right side to Jones. Drives around a defender. Layup. Got the roll. Zoe Jones with a good finish on the baseline drive, and it's 5-3 Bulldogs. Long pass into the front court, too tall for Royster, out of the hands of Young. It's out of bounds, and that Ottumwa pressure forces another Hoover turnover. Hoover will set up its own press. Schneckloff inbounding to Jones on the left. Long pass into the front court for Ransom. Ransom dribbles into the lane, now kicks it back up top to Schneckloff. Chloe back to the elbow, or the free throw line for Ransom. Kick it right wing, and Corum's open for a three. Off the rim, no. Long rebound, though, run down by Jones in the corner. Got it to the wing to Schneckloff. Chloe drives free throw line. Kick it right wing to Corum. Baseline drive, Olivia put it up. A lot of contact, no foul, but Jones runs down the ball on the weak side again. Gets it in the lane to Ransom. Right-handed layup too strong, and the rebound to Reynes, but tied up by Zoe Jones, and the arrow. Well, the arrow should give it to Ottumwa. It belonged to Hoover last time. They never changed the arrow. And now Schneckloff will try to get it in and bounce it on the baseline to Corum. The arrow's still wrong. Corum curls in the lane up top to Schneckloff. Dribbles left side, now bounces back up top to Ransom. Underneath to Ann Guest, turn around in the lane over Rennes, off the glass and good. Ann Guest has about a 4-inch height advantage on Cynthia Rennes down low. Her first bucket makes it 7-3 Bulldogs. At midcourt, tough catch by Parkey. Her pass knocked out of bounds on the far side by Ann Guest. I can see the possession arrow at midcourt. It's pointing Ottumwa's way. It shouldn't. Now the arrow on the scoreboard points to Hoover. As the ball goes in the right corner and Royster launches the three that's no good. The rebound is knocked out of bounds on the far side. Last touch by the Huskies, so Ottumwa gets it back with 5:12 to go in the opening quarter. But I think I can reason out why the arrow is right on the scoreboard and wrong as I see it at the table. Hoover has switched where its home bench is. Every year we've come here, the bench has been to my right as I look at it, and as you look at it on the video. As Zoe Jones throws it across the timeline, right side to Corum, up top to Guest, left wing to Schneckloff. Hands off to Jones, baseline drive, puts up a little runner, no good. Ransom fighting for the rebound. Jones gets a loose ball, got it over to Corum, and Olivia brings it back out. Skip it left wing for Schneckloff. Hoover's in a man-to-man. Chloe curls, now kicks it right side to Jones. Zoe underneath the Ransom on the block, backing down, turn around right hand off the glass, too strong. Rebound pulled in by Parkey. Up ahead to Tasia Young. Young into the front court right side. Down to the wing, picked up her dribble, lob it up top for Parkey. Skip it left side for Shalabi. Now back right side to Young. Into the lane, knocked away by Zoe Jones, trying to save it, and they say white ball. Boy, I thought Zoe bounced it off the hand of a Hoover player there, but the refs give the ball to the Huskies. Shalabi will throw the inbounds pass into the corner, nearly stolen by Ransom. Turnaround three by Young is no good. Long rebound, though, out to Shalabi. And now they skip it left side to Parkey. Back to Young on the right side. Down to Royster, shot fake, nearly traveled, got it to Young on the wing. Dribbling against Corum in the zone. Skip it left side for Shalabi. 4:07 to go and counting as Jones knocks that pass out of bounds. So to quickly finish the thought, because Hoover switched its benches, or its home bench from one side to the other, maybe that's why the way the arrow is hooked up to the scoreboard is incorrect. So anyway, a lob underneath goes out of bounds. Ottumwa deflects it. Thought maybe that was just an overthrow, but Bulldogs again getting their hands in the passing lane a lot. 4 minutes to go, opening quarter. Ottumwa leading 7-3. Been a long possession here for Hoover. Inbound left side, Royster along 2-point jumpers and air ball, and it's caught underneath by Ransom, who manages to pull it away from any attempts at a held ball. Now into the front court, Schneckloth for the Bulldogs with a 4-point lead. Right side it goes to Ransom. Looking underneath, and they try to get it through the zone, knocked away. Corum rescues it, and she tries to dribble down to the baseline, and Hoover gets called for a foul. Let's see who it's on here. It's on Omnia Shalabi, her first of the game on the Huskies. Sub for Hoover. Elena Jarrett, a freshman. As Corum looks to get it in, goes left side for Schneckloff. Down underneath the Ransom, turn around with the left hand off the glass, couldn't get the roll. Addison got the rebound, the putback no, but this time she's fouled and she'll shoot two. Almost still struggling at times to finish underneath. Arabia Park, he gets her first, team foul number 2. Ransom at the line, 61% on the season. First free throw on the way, good. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Josh Brenda and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. Isabel Mellon checks in, replacing Zoe Jones for Ottumwa. 3:33 on the clock here in the opening quarter. Second free throw, Addison got them both. I think Ottumwa needed that to start the game. 9-3 the score. Going into the front court, double teamed, had it knocked loose, and Mellon's got the loose ball, fed it over to Ransom. Now she gets it to Corum, and Olivia brings it across the timeline right side. Bounces it to the block for Guest. Backing down, turnaround with the left hand, shot blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Ottumwa. 3:15 opening quarter. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Community First Credit Union with 17 locations to serve you. Corum will trigger the inbounds from the Ian Huskies on the baseline. Gets it underneath the Ransom, off the glass, got this one to go. Nice inbounds play. Corum to Ransom, 11-3 Dogs. Lob across the timeline, left side to Parkey for Hoover. Back up top to Young. Over to the right side for Jarrett, and her pass, trying to get it to Royster in the corner, knocked out of bounds by Ottumwa. And even 3 minutes on the clock. Bulldogs gave up the first 3 points of the game. Since then, they've gone on an 11-0 run. We got a timeout on the floor. 30 seconds and we're back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Opa! You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Out of the timeout, Hoover inbound. Jarrett drives in. The freshman kicks it baseline. The jumper by Reynes, no good. A rebound in the lane, and a good tough rebound by Isabel Mellon, but then she gets tied up by Royster, and the arrow favors Hoover. Actually, now they've got the arrow pointing the right way. Inbound to the corner for Royster. One dribble, long 2-point jumper off the rim, no good. Rebound underneath. And another held ball. This time the arrow favors Ottumwa. I think there Ottumwa got a little confused. Ransom and Corum were fighting each other for the ball. Then Hoover got a hand in there late. Bulldogs get it back. Hoover set their zone press. Guest in the middle of the floor in the backcourt. Trying to get out of pressure, gets it back to Schneckloff. They got to go across the timeline here. They got to go, and Chloe just does get across in time right side. Goes to Corum for a 3 right side, too strong, and the rebound to Royster. Got it out to Jarrett, knocked out of her hands. I don't know why Royster tried to save it. It would have been their ball. She saved it right to Mellon, and the Bulldogs get it back. Corum up top to Guest. Tries the top of the key three. Too strong, but she got fouled, and Guest will shoot. Oh, they say not on the shot. They say after the shot. So Reynes gets her first, but somehow that's not a shooting foul, even though she hit Guest coming down. And Coach Vandenberg saying, why is that not a shooting foul? And took a three and came down and got knocked down, and the official offering his explanation to Joe, and he says, okay. I don't know, that looked for all the world like should have been 3 free throws, but Ottumwa inbounding. Mellon gets it to Guest. Josie Lemons has come in for Ottumwa, by the way. Ball goes right side Schneckloth. They set a screen open for a three. No good. Mellon fighting for the rebound underneath. Corum ends up with it. Kicks it out to Schneckloth left wing. In the corner for Mellon. She'll curl it back up top. Goes right side to Corum. Corum looking underneath. Got it into Guest in the lane. Backing down. Turn around. Right hand. Oh, they call that a travel. That is not a travel, but that's what gets called in high school all the time. So Hoover has it back, nearly stolen by Corum in midcourt on the far side, knocked out of bounds. This game does not have a lot of flow to it right now. Minute 54 to go, opening quarter. Ottumwa leading 11-3. Parkey trying to get it inbounds, finds Jarrett in the middle, goes right side to Royster. Gets it back to Tasia Young, brings it to the wing on a dribble. Now back up top, pass deflected, ball loose, picked up by Mellon. Ottumwa gets another steal. Mellon into the front court. Pull up three right side, off the rim, no, and the rebound underneath, pulled down by Hoover, and Josie Lemons will get called for the foul, trying to get it back. First one on Lemons, team foul number 2. 35 opening quarter. So Hoover will inbound to Ottumwa. Shadow the ball until midcourt and then look to trap. As Young picked up her dribble in a bad spot, the trap comes and Mellon just took it away. Oh, they call a held ball. Mellon took that ball away from her. That wasn't a held ball, it was stolen. But the alternate possession gives it to the Huskies. Inbound, Rennis gets it away from Guest and nearly had the turnover. Kick it back to Parkey in the corner. Rennis a long three on the way, no good. Rebound tap to Corum. Minute 15 to go in the quarter. Ottumwa leading by 8. Underneath the Guest, who was wide open and laid it in. Nice look by Isabel Mellon. Hoover didn't get back in position, and Ottumwa made him pay. Guest has 4 points. Ottumwa leading by 10. 13-0 run for the Bulldogs. At midcourt, Young again in trouble. Got it right side to Royster. Underneath to Reynes, and Mellon trying to steal that one, but called for a reach-in foul. This one on Isabel, team foul number 3. Hoover trying to get it in. Right side. Corum nearly stole that. Now a rush shot by Jarrett off the top of the backboard. Rebound to Lemons. Hoover is settling for a lot of long two-point jumpers. Probably one of the reasons they're only shooting 28% as a team. Left side is Mellon. Bobbled it, got it back. And she's called for a double dribble. If you don't catch the pass cleanly and you gather it in, that's not dribbling. I know I've complained about that in a couple different games this year, but it is an incorrect interpretation of the rule. Now Hoover nearly throws it away. Parkey on the far side, got it back to Young. Young driving in the lane all the way to the hoop, layup, no. Got her on rebound, put back, blocked by Mellon. Reynes, though, got the loose ball and she put it in. That breaks a 13-0 run. Ottumwa's lead down 13-5, 18 seconds to go in the quarter. Hoover presses. Corum in the backcourt, lob across the timeline. Schneckloth deflects it to herself. Underneath to an open hand, Guest who lays it in. Break the press, 15-5, 8 seconds to go. Inbound to Young, 3 seconds. Young nowhere to go with it. Pass knocked away, stolen by Mellon. That's the quarter. 15-5 Bulldogs back in 1 minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Start of the second quarter, your Ottumwa girls have the ball at a 10-point lead, 15-5 here at Des Moines Hoover. Inbound to Chloe Schneckloff from Zoe Jones. Chloe across the timeline. Up high on the right. Goes volleyball line to Ransom. Left wing to Mellon. Back up top to Jones. Right side deflected. Wanted to go to Schneckloff and was knocked out of bounds by Tasia Young of the Huskies. It'll stay with OHS. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Dr. Dwayne Petrito and the team at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Call today for an appointment and get a smile that lasts a lifetime. Inbound up top to Lemons. Underneath to Jones, turn around, couldn't get the shot off, knocked away, and then the rebound pulled down by Ellie Smith, the junior who's checked in for the Huskies. Young trying to drive, lost the dribble, saved it out to the wing for Smith, who throws it up top for Parkey. Left wing it goes to Jared, back to Parkey. Right side, Tasia Young. Double team comes, trying to split it. Now gets it to Smith, who brings it to the wing. A lob pass knocked away by Lemons and stolen by Ottumwa. Goes to Zoe Jones. Long pass up ahead of Schneckloff, right side. Underneath to Ransom, cutting in, who lays it in. Addison Ransom with the bucket. Schneckloff with the assist. 17-5 Bulldogs. Young trying to drive coast to coast, ran into her own teammate, got called for traveling. She ran into Alexia Jarrett. So both Jarretts are on the floor. Alexia, the sophomore, Elena, the freshman. That time Young traveled with her. 17-5 Dogs. Hoover looking to trap in the backcourt. Schneckloff across the timeline to Lemons. Gets it back to Jones. Down to the block for Ransom. Turn around, ran into Jarrett and traveled. Alexia Jarrett just held her ground there. Ransom wasn't expecting a defender, bumped into her and took an extra step. Cynthia Rennis will check back in for Hoover, replacing Alexia Jarrett. Young lobs it across the timeline, left wing to Parkey. Parkey throws it back to Young, back to Parkey, left wing, and reaching in to try to steal it was Josie Lemons, ripped it away, but again they called a held ball. They are quick on that held ball call. Arrow keeps it with Hoover with 6:38 to go until halftime. Ottumwa leading 17-5. Bob it inbounds to the middle for Young, back left side to Parkey. One dribble in and a shot no good from the left side. Another long two that goes begging, and the rebound to Mellon. Long pass up ahead. Ransom behind the defense. Great catch, lays it in. Great look by Mellon. Boy, Ottumwa's got a lot of assists already tonight. They lead at 19-5, and Ransom's got 8 points. Jared right side to Ellie Smith. Back behind her to Young, brings it to the wing. Now back out. Left side to Parkey. Tries a three-pointer. Got it. Arabia Parkey. That's her first made three of the season. And it's 19-8. Long pass into the front court for Lemons. Up ahead to Ransom. Driving in on Reynes. Put it up. Got it to go. Ransom again. Addison's got 10 points. 21-8. Bulldogs breaking the press with ease. Young had it poked away. Stolen by Zoe Jones. Parkey trying to catch up. Jones, a layup, and she's fouled. Zoe will shoot two. And that's the second on Arabia Parkey. Where we have not seen Maria Turner tonight. That might be her in street clothes on the sideline, which means she's not available tonight. First free throw for Jones is good. Zoe had come in at 43%, but that one looked good. 22-8. And Guest is back in for Ottumwa, as is Isabel Mellon. Second free throw. Back iron, no good. Rebound, tied up. Ransom tied up with Jarrett. And the arrow keeps it with the Bulldogs. Hoover with the sub here. Nevaeh Montgomery, a senior, checks in. We've seen her in previous years. Inbounds underneath, intended for Ransom. Picked up on the wing by Corum after got away. To the free throw line, Guest. Ann driving down, left-handed layup, fouled hard. And Ann will shoot two. Guest with an aggressive move to the bucket. And Montgomery, who just checked in, gets her first foul, team foul number 5. Ann at the line, 67% on the season. Takes her time. First one up. And good. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Cold Palace Cafe and Books on West Main in Ottumwa by the train depot, offering an array of coffee beverages. They also serve breakfast, and they have homemade soup, salads, and sandwiches for lunch. Like and follow them on Facebook. Second free throw by Guest. Got them both. Ann's got 8 points, 24-8. Alexia Jarrett will check back in, replacing Cynthia Rennis for Hoover. 5:37 to go, second quarter. Ottumwa leading 24-8. In the backcourt is Young, gets across the timeline, lobs it left wing. Guest knocks it out of bounds. Ottumwa's been able to anticipate the Hoover passes and get in the passing lane time and time again in this first half. Parkey inbounding from the far side, threw it into the lane, it pinballs around, it's picked up by Ransom. Bulldogs get another steal. Mellon, long pass ahead, Guest behind the defense, tough catch. Fed it across to Ransom, lay it up, no. Addison got her own rebound, the putback good. Ottumwa just too quick to the spot for Hoover. 26-8. Ransom's got 12. Young trying to go left to right in the backcourt. Now throw it back left across the timeline to Parkey. Dribbled it off her foot, got it back, got it behind her to Young. Skip it right side for Jarrett. Step in, long two-pointer again, no good. Rebound on the floor, picked up by Corum. Hoover practically nothing inside in their offense. Left side Ransom drives in, kicks it in the corner to Jones. Back up top to Corum. Right side to Mellon. Down to the block for Guest. Kicks it back out, got bumped, got it to Mellon. Throw it free throw line for Ransom. Addison down the lane, little runner, no. Guest got knocked down going for the rebound. And it'll be a foul on Hoover. That's on Alexia Jarrett, her first, team foul number 6. So the next one will put Ottumwa in the 1-and-1. Lemon's coming in for Ransom. Looked like she took a blow there to the side. She says she's okay, but she'll catch her breath. Hoover brings back Omnia Shalabi as well. 4:36 second quarter. Ottumwa leading 26-8. Now the officials calling Lemons back to the scorer's table to make sure they get her number. Not sure why they didn't. Lemons was waiting at the table to check in when Ransom came up a little injured. Inbound underneath the Corum. Falls down, couldn't hang on to it. Hoover picks up the loose ball. Huskies back the other way. Pass to Parkey, left side, nearly over and back. They go left side, and a quick three on the way is no good. Long rebound out of bounds, last touch by Hoover. The miss by Montgomery. Boy, Hoover is just quick to trigger a long-range jumper anytime they get a sliver of room. Schneckloff will check back in for Ottumwa. Chloe replacing Olivia Corum. Corum running down Hoover, and I'm not sure what she's looking for, but on the court, Guest up top, right side to Jones. Needs some help, skip it left wing to Schneckloff. Chloe drives in the lane, puts up the runner, a little too strong, might have gotten deflected, and the rebound tipped to Montgomery. Jones nearly took it away, but they get it over to Young. Here come the Huskies. Kezia Young, lob it right wing for Shalabi. One dribble cut off, throws it away. It's picked off by Schneckloff. Chloe lets the traffic go by, now into the front court. 3:45 on the clock, between the circles. Lob at the free throw line for Guest. Thought about the jumper. Now back to Schneckloff. Trying to direct traffic out there, bounce it down to the block. They clear it out for Lemons. Turn around, right hand across the lane. Got it to go. Josie Lemons with a nice move in the lane. 28-8, 3:25 to go. Front court, right side Shalabi. Trying to drive, lost it out of bounds. They say it'll stay with Hoover. Lemons poked that away. Didn't look like that from here, although my view was a bit obscured. Sub coming for the Huskies. The freshman, Brooklyn Royster, back in, replacing Shalabi. Parkey will throw the inbounds pass. Looked underneath, wasn't there, threw it up top on the right side to Tasia Young. Top of the key for Royster. Back to Young at the volleyball line on the right. Takes it to the wing. Crosses over, throws it left side for Royster. One dribble in, another long two-pointer. She got that one. Brooklyn Royster with a bucket, makes it 28-10. Jones racing into the front court, takes it all the way in, lay it up, couldn't get it to go, but a whistle and a foul on Hoover. Zoe Jones always aggressive. That foul on Nevaeh Montgomery, her second. Team foul number 7, but a 2-shot foul here, a shooting foul. Jones back at the line, 1 for 2 tonight. Senior puts it up, knocks it down. That free throw form of Zoe Jones is starting to get better. 29-10. One more coming up here for Zoe. Puts it up. A little too strong, couldn't get the bounce. Rebound though, knocked away from Guest. And it went back to Guest off the deflection, and she got fouled trying to take it back up. That was a pinball machine in the lane there. Hit about 3 or 4 different players, went through Ann's hands at one time. Lemons kept it alive, knocked it back to Guest, and then she got fouled. This time by Royster, her first, team foul number 8. Ann at the line, 2 for 2 on the night. Five foot 11 right-handed senior puts up the first one and got it to go. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Slayton Polaris, your home for the best deals on Polaris Rangers and ATVs. Stop in and see them today, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Ellie Smith back in for Hoover, replacing Tasia Young. One more free throw for Guest. Ottumwa leading by 20, 30-10. Second free throw, good. And Ann Guest has 10 points. Two Dogs in double figures before the half. Smith, her lob deflected, rescued by Parkey. Back across the timeline to Smith. To the elbow for Montgomery. Her jumper no good. And Montgomery came flying in to contest the rebound with Lemons. They both ended up on the floor. It's a held ball, and the arrow favors Hoover. It'll be Parkey to throw the inbounds pass. 2:41 to go in the half. Parkey gets it right side through the hands of Royster, rescued. Back in the corner to Parkey. Runner dive baseline, cut off by Jones. Down underneath, Montgomery dribbled it off her foot, and Jones picked up the loose ball. Zoe racing into the front court. Got her head up, looking for options. Goes left side for Mellon. Down to the block for Guest. Turn around in the lane against Jarrett. A lot of contact, no foul. Mellon came up with a loose ball. Her putback no good. Rebound to Montgomery. Well, I thought Jarrett hacked the arm of Guest there, but now Schneckblot steals it midcourt. Up ahead to Mellon. She's behind everybody. Layup good. And a timeout, Hoover. 2:06 to go until the half. Ottumwa up 33-10. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball brought to you by Sonic Drive-In, featuring made-to-order American classics, signature menu items, and speedy service from friendly car hops. Cruise on over to Sonic, North 63 next to Walgreens in Ottumwa for the ultimate Sonic experience. 2:06 to go until the half. Ottumwa 33, Hoover 10 in our girls game tonight. Ellie Smith will bring it across the timeline, or towards the timeline for the Huskies, so the right side for Arabia Parkey. Parkey across the timeline, right wing to Royster. Thought about a three. Chloe Bradley's come in, so is Kennedy Hugan. They were guarding Royster. The pass back to Parkey, thrown out of bounds, or knocked out of bounds by Ottumwa, I should say. And it'll be Parkey to inbound, got it right side to Smith. Lob it. Was that deflected? Nope, just thrown away. And Ottumwa gets it back. Minute 52 to go until the half. Bulldogs up comfortably, 33-10. Schneckloff across the timeline. Holding it up high on the left side. Guest comes to set a pick. Chloe down to the baseline. Back underneath on the give and go to Guest. Oh, got called for a travel. Jarrett, boy, you could see Jarrett bump Guest and her whole body got moved, but that's the second time they've not called a push. And now Zoe Jones steals a pass at midcourt. She's 1-on-3 and lost it. Got picked from behind as Hoover gets it back. Zoe's saying she got fouled, telling Coach Vandenberg she got fouled. And Zoe knocks it away again at midcourt. Takes it all the way in. Layup good from the left side. Jones said, fine, I'll get it back and I'll beat you to the hoop this time. 35-10 Dogs. Smith across the timeline. Right side to Royster. Royster nearly had it stolen. Back to Smith on the right. Dribbles in, lob it down to the baseline for Jarrett. Baseball pass left wing. Rescued by Parkey. Underneath to Montgomery. Turn around in the lane. Blocked by Guest, and Jones gets the rebound. Under a minute to go. Zoe into the front court. Picked up her dribble. Gets it free throw line to Guest. Shot fake and a drive. Got right around Jarrett. Laid it up and in. And Guest with a dozen. 37-10 Dogs. Smith to Parkey across the timeline right side to the wing for Royster. Royster nearly had her pocket picked. Up top to Smith. Right side to Parkey. Back up high to Smith. Picked up a dribble. Back to Parkey on the right side. Got to look at a three. Airballed it. It'll go out of bounds on the far side. Nearly saved by Jarrett. Good hustle by Alexia Jarrett, but couldn't quite save it. 24.9 seconds to go. Will Ottumwa hold for one shot here or just look to get something quick? Schneckloff looking for instruction from Coach Vandenberg. Now brings it across the timeline with 16. Looks like they'll hold for one here. Round a pick from Bradley. Now another pick over to the left side. Down underneath. Turn around in the lane. Left-handed by Guest. No good, but drew the foul, and Ann will shoot two. She hit the deck again. See, she's getting knocked around pretty good in the lane there. Second on Jarrett. Team foul number 9 on the Huskies. 6.4 seconds to go until the half. Guest at the line, shooting two. And taking your time. First one on the way is good. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications. Lisco of Fairfield. One more free throw for Ann Guest. Puts it up and got the roll. 14 for Guest. 39-10. Inbound to Smith. 5 seconds. Lob across the timeline, too tall. It'll go out of bounds with 2.4. Chloe Bradley let it go. Ottumwa, can they get something done? Full court, 2.4 seconds. Inbound to Jones. Three-quarter court shot at the buzzer. Just a little short. But Ottumwa's got a halftime lead in a big one. Ottumwa 39, Des Moines Hoover 10. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and begin the halftime show on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
At See First, we believe our members deserve financial solutions unlike any other, where the people make you feel appreciated, where you can find the right tools and products at the right price, where high-tech solutions provide serious convenience, not frustration, and where members are so happy they tell their friends. Thank you, See First members. Together really is better.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
Keeping you, your your families and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
River Community Credit Union is different from other financial institutions. From the safety of your money to who actually owns a credit union. A credit union is a democratic member-owned cooperative. When you join a credit union, you're more than a member. You're an owner, which means you have a say in how your credit union is run. They provide the same products and services as other financial institutions, but are not-for-profit and exist to help people, not to make a profit.
River Community Credit Union, where everybody knows your name.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We are at halftime at Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ. Bulldog girls have a comfortable lead over Des Moines Hoover on the road tonight, 39-10. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Family First Chiropractic, West 2nd Street in Ottumwa, delivering an elevated level of holistic care for the entire family, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure their clients receive the best results as fast as possible. By Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse in Ottumwa. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for voting them as your favorite restaurant and pizza place. Proud to support the Bulldogs. And by Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa. Stop in and see the new improvements. Champion Bowl, where bowling is fun. Big first half for Ottumwa's post players and guests, leading all scorers with 14 points tonight. Addison Ransom has 12, both of them outscoring Hoover by themselves to this point. Zoe Jones has 6. So far tonight for Ottumwa, Olivia Corum has 3, Isabel Mellon has 2, and Josie Lemons has 2. For Des Moines Hoover, not a lot to speak of course. Tasia Young has 3 points, Arabia Parkey has 3, Brooklyn Royster has 2, and Cynthia Rennis has 2 points. Free throws, Hoover didn't attempt a free throw in the first half. Ottumwa, remember Ottumwa in the first half Tuesday against Marshalltown was only 3 of 15. They fixed the problem. The Bulldogs 10 of 12 from the free throw line in the first half tonight. They made the most of their opportunities at the charity stripe. Foul trouble, Ottumwa's only got 3 fouls, nobody with more than 1 each. Hoover's got some players with 2 fouls. Arabia Parkey has 2, Nevaeh Montgomery has 2, and Alexia Jarrett has 2, so that's the foul trouble for Des Moines Hoover. Bulldogs on cruise control, a 29-point lead at the half. The one thing I would like to see, and I'm not saying this because I want to get out of here more quickly tonight. That has nothing to do with it. But the Bulldogs have a 29-point lead. You get it up to 35, you put the running clock in effect, and Hoover wouldn't be able to get back to normal timing until they got it under 25 points on the deficit. Bulldogs have had a couple of opportunities this year to really put the hammer down against weaker teams and put it away early like that, and they really haven't done it. I'm trying to remember which game it was. I think it was a game at Lincoln where they did get to a 35-point lead, but it was only about 2 minutes left in the game. You're up by 29 right now. If you're Ottumwa, I'd set a goal here, not trying to run it up, but just get that running clock going quickly, get it going in the third quarter, and then, use the fourth quarter to let the reserves play and get some playing time for the kids who don't get a lot of playing time. But don't let up just because you've got a comfortable lead at the half. Come out, play the tough ball hawking defense they've been playing the entire game. Be efficient on offense, keep pounding it inside, get that lead over 35 points, get that running clock going, and then you can put it on cruise control and let the bench play in the fourth quarter. Again, 39-10 the halftime score. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Ottumwa Regional Health Center. Your health and safety is their #1 priority. We'll take 3 minutes, come back and begin the second half on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
It's time to experience something new. Like new tech, new options, and new performance upgrades. Polaris gives you the fastest engaging all-wheel drive. The only GPS that lets you plan, track, and share. Ultra bright LED lights. And exclusive work features you can't get anywhere else. Polaris, think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
It's time to experience something new. Like new tech, new options, and new performance upgrades. Polaris gives you the fastest engaging all-wheel drive. The only GPS that lets you plan, track, and share. Ultra bright LED lights. And exclusive work features you can't get anywhere else. Polaris, think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
At Community First Credit Union, we see how important it is to be the kind of financial partner you can depend on, no matter what. We see that you have plans, goals, hopes, and dreams. We see you need banking tools that are real-time and bankers that are real people. At See First, we see all of these things because at See First, we see you.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Getting ready for the start of the second half. Your Ottumwa girls bringing a 39-10 lead into the third quarter here at Des Moines Hoover. Addison Ransom is back on the floor to start the second half for Ottumwa. Remember, she left in the second quarter after taking kind of a hard bump underneath. But it looks like she'll be ready to go. Starting five, in fact, on the floor for OHS. Schneckloff, Corum, Jones, Ransom, and Guest. It'll be Ottumwa ball. As the Huskies will have, I believe, their starting five. Well, four of their starting five. Remember, Serenity Nelson was injured early in the game and doesn't look like she'll play again tonight. So Royster is out there to replace her along with Parkey, Young, Rennis, and Shalabi. Bulldogs get a left wing to Schneckloff, an open three to start the third quarter. A little too strong. Corum the rebound underneath. Trying to rip it away from three defenders. And we get a held ball, and the arrow will give it back to Hoover. Crowd like that, I know Corum wanted to make a move and go back up with it, but in a crowd like that, maybe better try to kick it out. But now, Olivia nearly stole the ball at midcourt right in front of the scorer's table. Couldn't keep it from going out of bounds onto that big green stripe. Now Parkey will inbound. And a lob across is stolen by Zoe Jones. Zoe's 1-on-3, pulls up top of the key. Picked up a dribble, needs some help, goes underneath for Ransom. Great position, lay it up and good. Could have been a foul as well, but now Ransom has 14 points. 41-10. Across the timeline is Parkey, lost the dribble. It's picked up by Jones. Another turnover, gives it back to Ottumwa. Schneckloff up top to Ransom. Left wing to Zoe Jones. Jones looking to get it underneath, gets to cutting Corum in the lane. The layup, offensive foul. Boy, Ottumwa thought they were going to get a three-point play there, but Corum called for the charge. Their second, first of the half on either team. We're back the other way. Bulldogs looking to trap at midcourt again. Nearly stolen. Young rescues it. Still hasn't crossed the timeline. And just did get it across on the left side now. Trying to attack. Throws up kind of a wild runner. Too strong off the glass. Rennis got the rebound. Ransom blocked her shot and came up with the ball. Corum looking up ahead as she brings it into the front court. Pulls up. Goes right corner for Schneckloff. Underneath to Guest. Backing down. Turnaround shot blocked out of bounds by Parkey. Stay with OHS, 6:46 to go in the third, leading 41-10. Schneckloff to inbound. Looking underneath, and now a lob to the block for Guest, backing down, turn around with the right hand, off the glass and good. And Guest has 16, 43-10. Lob to Shalabi at the left wing. Let's give it right wing for Parkey. Down to the corner, Royster. Royster nearly lost it, got it back up high to Parkey on the right. Back to Royster, right side. Down underneath for Rennis. Shot over Guest. Doesn't matter, she's called for travel. So Ottumwa gets it back, 6:23 to go. Hoover will set up the pressure. If Ottumwa can break it and score, we'll get a running clock. It's a 33-point game right now. Jones across the timeline to Corum, attacking right side. Cut off outside the lane, got it underneath to Ransom. Turn around off the glass, no, but a whistle and a foul on Hoover. And Addison will shoot two with 6:11 to go in the third. Rennis gets her second. That's the first foul of the half on the Huskies. Addison at the line, 2 for 2 tonight. Junior eyes the rim, puts it up, knocked it down. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Shannon and the team at Dixon's Floors and More. Stop in today, check out the awesome showroom, and let Shannon give you a free estimate for flooring, cabinets, and fireplaces. Dixon's Floors and More, just past Walmart in Ottumwa. Second free throw, got the roll. 16 for Ransom, 45-10. It's a 35-point lead, and the running clock is now in effect. And Ottumwa got there in less than 2 minutes of game time. Ball left side to Shalabi, knocked away, stolen by Corum. Olivia back into the front court. Puts it right wing to Schneckloff. Lob underneath for Guest. Backing down, turn around off the glass, good again. And Guest is just too much inside. And when it's not Guest, it's Ransom. And now has 18. And she retakes the scoring lead over Ransom tonight. It's 18-16, Guest leading Ransom. And an offensive foul on the other end as Young tried to dribble to the top of the key. Rennis is called for an illegal screen. That's her third foul. Team foul number 2 of the half on the Huskies. Hoover will bring in Alexia Jarrett to replace Rennis. Clock is running. 47-10 Bulldogs. Inbound to Jones against the press. Back to Schneckloff. Lob to the middle. Tough catch by Guest. Got it across the timeline, left side to Schneckloff. Down underneath to Ransom. Double team comes. Kicks it in the corner to Corum. 3 on the way. A little too strong. Rebound on the floor. Out of bounds. Last touched by Ottumwa. Ball goes back to the Huskies. And Tasia Young will walk it towards midcourt this time. Schneckloff waits for her there. Lob into the lane, stolen by Ransom. And then Ransom bumped by Jarrett, and that'll be a foul on Hoover. Alexia Jarrett gets her third. Team foul number 3. Inbounds comes to Zoe Jones in the backcourt. Splits 2 defenders on a dribble. Gets it up ahead to Ransom. Middle of the floor to Guest. Wing it right side to Corum. Baseline drive, Olivia. Put it up. And got the roll. Olivia Corum, her second bucket. She's got 5 points. 49-10. Serenity Nelson has come back out of the locker room for Hoover, but walking very gingerly, although it's good to see her at least able to walk. Another steal by Ottumwa. Zoe Jones picks that pass off. Now Corum between the circles. Left side for Jones. Down underneath, good position by Ransom. Had it slapped out of her hands, got it back, laid it up from the other side and drew the foul. Ransom will shoot 2 again, and that looks like it'll be the 4th one on Alexia Jarrett. Team foul number 4 on Hoover. Ransom at the line, 4 for 4 on the night. First one on the way here is good. Isabel Mellon in for Ottumwa. Nevaeh Montgomery returns for Hoover, replacing Jarrett, who will sit with 4 fouls. 50-10. And one more free throw coming for Addison Ransom. Puts it up. Knocks that one down. She's got 18. And Josie Lemons is into the game. She'll replace Ann Guest. 51-10 Bulldogs. 3:36 and counting here in the third. Young over to the left side, driving all the way down to the baseline. Shot blocked by Ransom. Montgomery rescues a loose ball. Had Young open underneath, didn't see her right away. Young screaming for the ball. Montgomery's pass got to her just before the Ottumwa defender got there. And it ends up being a foul on Ottumwa as Ransom, a step late, bumps her. It's only the first one on Addison. Parkey inbounding, gets it in the corner to Young on the left side. Baseline drive, forces one up, and Corum blocks that one out of bounds. Ottumwa's got 4 or 5 blocked shots tonight. Parkey to inbound from the other side on the Ian Huskies. Throws it to Shalabi on the left side. Up top for Young. Driving into the lane. Left-handed scoop shot. Too strong off the glass. Montgomery the rebound. Kick it out to Young. Drives in again. Got bumped that time. Will they say a shooting foul? Yes, they will. Chloe Schneckloff called for her first. Tasia Young only 27% from the free throw line. These are Hoover's first free throws of the night, and the first one is good. 4 in the game now for Young. First point of the second half for Hoover comes at the 2:40 mark of the third quarter. Schneckloff will check out for Ottumwa and Kennedy Hugan in to replace her. 51-11 the score. One more free throw here for Tasia Young. And in and out, no good. Rebound fought for, volleyball. Montgomery has it. And a foul is called. On Josie Lemons of Ottumwa. Her second. Hoover inbounding. They get it left side to Montgomery. Drives back in. Put it up. Too strong. And Lemons fights for and secures this rebound. Gets it up ahead to Corum. Now the Dogs have numbers 3-on-2. Corum pulls up. Goes right side for Hugan. Up top to Lemons. She'll try it 3. Too strong. Rebound tapped out of bounds by Hoover. It'll stay with Ottumwa. The clock will roll under 2 minutes. Bulldog basketball brought to you by River Hills Community Health Center. Locations in Ottumwa, Centerville, Oskaloosa, Richland, and Sigourney. They've been growing healthy communities for over 20 years. Visit riverhillshealth.org for updates and more information, or find them on Facebook. Sub for Hoover here, Ellie Smith is in, replacing Brooklyn Royster. Corum to trigger the inbounds pass, goes left side, knocked away. Montgomery stole it, but couldn't save it. Well, she did save it, but it went to Hugan. Now they get it underneath. Oh, Ransom fouled hard by Montgomery as Addison tried to catch that pass from Josie Lemons. Montgomery gets her third, team foul number 5. Bulldogs inbounding, clock rolling, minute 16 to go, a 40-point lead for OHS. Corum lob it in the lane to Ransom, put it up off the glass and good. Addison Ransom with 20 points. So now she's got the scoring lead over Guest, who's on the bench with 18. Minute to go in the third. Ottumwa leading 53-11. Young right side. Hands it to Smith. Smith right back to Young, up high on the right wing. Wants to attack, goes around a pick in the lane, kicks it left side. Shalabi open for a 3. Off the rim, no. Weak side rebound. Montgomery's got another board, but her pass stolen by Hugan. Kennedy gets a steal to her credit, now gets it over to Mellon. Mellon will bring it across the timeline. Lob it into the lane. Ransom getting around the defender, lay it up, rolls off the rim, no. Got around the defender, but got too far underneath to use the backboard. Smith the rebound, pass up ahead, tough catch by Young. Kind of bobbling it, threw it up wildly off the glass, no good. Mellon with the rebound, dribbles out of a crowd. 20 seconds to go. Up ahead to Corum. Across the timeline to Lemons. Josie gets it back to Corum. 13 seconds to go in the quarter. Back up top to Hugan. Left side for Mellon. Down underneath to Lemons. Trying to drive in on Parkey. Off the glass, no good. Rebound to Parkey. 2 seconds, 1 second. Half court at the buzzer short. 53-11 as we go to the fourth. Back in 1 minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships, foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Start of the fourth quarter, Ottumwa 53, Des Moines Hoover 11, running clock in effect as the Bulldogs are well on their way to win number 5. Chloe Schneckloff kicks it out to the elbow to Josie Lemons. Back up top, Kennedy Hugan, a shot fake. Drives in as the defender flies by. Elbow jumper, a little too strong. And Guest with the rebound, kicks it out left wing to Schneckloff. Chloe, a lob to the other block for Hugan, and the layup, a little too strong. Rebound to Cynthia Rennis underneath. Hoover back the other way. Now to the top of the key is Young over to the left side, fires underneath to Rennis, turnaround shot. Oh, they called it a foul on Guest. It looked like Ann only had her hands straight up and down, but a foul called on Guest. First on her, team foul number 5. And Rennis shooting 2. She's only taken 1 free throw this season, and she has made it. First free throw here is good. (53-12). Second free throw too strong, and the rebound to Mellon, who was boxing out the shooter. Mellon goes right side for Schneckloff. She'll try a 3. Off the rim, no. Guest pulls the rebound down, pivots in the lane, needs some help, gets it out to Mellon. Isabel bumped as she tried to drive baseline. That'll be a foul on Ellie Smith, her first. Team foul number 6 on the Huskies. Inbounds, goes right corner to Mellon, drives in, tried to kick it back to the corner, deflected off a Hoover player, and the Huskies have a steal. Driving left side is Young, her pass deflected by Hugan, but they got it out to Shalabi. Now up top through the hands of Parkey, rescues it, picked up a dribble way up high, goes left side for Young, lob deflected by Schneckloff, but it goes to Parkey on the right, down to the baseline, Rennis a jumper, good. Cynthia Rennis has a team high 5 points for Hoover, and it's 53-12. Should be 14, that's correct. Now Mellon goes in the corner for Lemon's left side. Josie a baseline drive, skip it right wing for Schneckloff. Up top for Hugan. He drives right, gets it to Schneckloff in the corner. Lob down to the block for Guest. Turn around, shot blocked out of bounds. Still 53-14, clock still rolling. 5:40 to go as the inbounds comes to Lemons. To the elbow for Guest, right side. Double teamed. Gets it up high to Schneckloff. Chloe's got to go somewhere. She goes right side before the 5-second count. Drives all the way in, lay it up a little short. Rebound to Rennis. Now Young into the front court. Crosses over, down the lane, and she's fouled as she goes up. Young hits the deck, but she'll shoot 2. They need to stop the clock here for the free throws, and they do at 5:14. Josie Lemon gets her third. Team foul number 6 on Ottumwa. Young at the line, 1 for 2 on the night. This one is good. 53-15. Second free throw on the way, good. (53-16). Long pass up ahead to Lemons, gets it to Guest, takes it down the right side of the lane, shot fake, put it up, and got the roll. And Guest has 20 points. 55-16, 5 minutes ago, and Hoover threw it away. Pass intended for Shalabi in the wing. She was cutting to the top of the key. Ellen inbounding from the side down near the end of the Hoover bench. Got it into Schneckloff, across to Hugen against press. Long pass front court, leaping catch by Lemons. Josie. Back to Hugen up high on the left. Handoff to Schneckloff. Bulldogs about to make a lot of subs here. Schneckloff down the lane, feeds it to Guest. A bobble, a catch, and a lay-in. And Guest has 22 points. 57-16. Substitution timeout here. Both teams with a lot of changes. Ottumwa bringing back Chloe Bradley and Olivia Corum, and checking in for the first time AJ Van Manen. Hoover with a line change here. Montgomery's back in, Royster's back in. Both Jarretts are back in. The freshman Elena Jarrett, the sophomore Alexia Jarrett. And Andrea Ngoran, a sophomore, is in for the first time. 57-16 Bulldogs. To the left side, Royster nearly lost it on the wing, brings it back. Goes it right side for Ngoran. To the wing, Montgomery. Montgomery back to Ngoran. Lob it up top, stolen by Corum. Corum crosses over, takes it right side, puts it up, drew the foul, and Olivia Corum will shoot 2 as Royster was called for her second, team foul number 7. Bulldog basketball brought to you by River Hills Community Health Center. You can find them on Facebook or visit them at riverhillshealth.org. Corum at the line, 70% on the season. First one here is good. Bulldog basketball also brought to you by the Ottumwa Community School District, where they're proud to engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Go Bulldogs. One more free throw. Got them both. Ottumwa's been excellent from the line tonight. 59-16. Season high for the Dogs in points, and a chance to break 60 for the first time this year. Royster pulls up left wing, throws it towards the baseline for the younger Jarrett, out to the wing, back to Royster. Under some pressure, throws it right side for Ngoran. Hands off to Montgomery, dribbles to the right side, pulls up outside the lane. Pass back, stolen by Hugen. And then Hugen couldn't keep her pivot foot and traveled. 2 more subs for Ottumwa. A couple of sophomores in. Gracie Webker and Sarah Hunger will replace Corum and Lemons. We're inbounding with 3:09 to go. On the right side, Elena Jarrett. Goes left side for Montgomery. Montgomery into the lane. Little runner in the lane, no. Ball deflected out of bounds. Last touched by Ottumwa. Let's see who's going to throw the inbounds pass for the Huskies. Somebody has to. It'll be Montgomery. To the right wing for Ngoran, now to the elbow for Jarrett. Up top, Montgomery. Left corner for Alexia Jarrett. Trying to drive in on Webker. Threw it in the lane, stolen by Chloe Bradley. Good defense there by Webker to force a tough pass. Van Manen into the front court. Hand off to Bradley right side. To the high post for Webker. Back out to Bradley. And a travel. Ottumwa gives it back with 2:20 to go. One bucket out of the bench players to try to get us over 60. Royster goes high on the right side to Jarrett. Back to Royster, top of the key. Goes around a pick. Right wing Alexia Jarrett. Into the lane. Nice pass to Royster. Couldn't handle it cleanly. Got it out to Ngoran left wing. Up top, knocked away and stolen by Bradley at midcourt, but now it's loose and picked up again by Elena Jarrett. Jarrett back to the left side. Throws it to Royster. Royster, a lob in the lane, knocked away by Van Manen, picked back up by Montgomery, brings it back out through the hands of Alexia Jarrett, saves it but goes to Van Manen. Let's see if AJ can get between two defenders. Left side all the way down, jump stop, shot blocked from behind and out of bounds. It'll stay with Ottumwa, under a minute and a half to go. Still 59-16 as the clock rolls. Hugan lobs it too tall for Van Manen and out of bounds, and Ottumwa gives it back to Hoover. Brooklyn Royce with the freshman to bring it into the front court for the Huskies. Behind the left side, a lob into the lane. Yeah, Jarrett pushed off to get open. That was pretty obvious, and Alexia Jarrett is fouled out of the game. Fouls out at the 48-second mark. Cynthia Rennis back in. Ottumwa, probably their last possession here. Hoover brings some pressure here. And now a whistle, and Ottumwa's called for a double dribble. Ottumwa may not get to 60 tonight as they get it back here pretty quick. 23 seconds now. Royster, a lob too tall for Rennis. Van Manen's got it, so Ottumwa's got a chance here. Bradley's ahead of everybody. AJ didn't see her. Hands it to Hugan up high on the right. Kennedy attacking all the way down underneath the rim. Lay it up and good. There it is. Ottumwa's over 60 for the first time this season. Kennedy Hugan has her first bucket, 61-16. 3 seconds, Royster half court, off the glass, no. Rebound to Bradley, and the final score is Ottumwa 61 and Des Moines Hoover 16. We will take 3 minutes, come back, and get you the totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I'm Mark Freimweyer, owner of Champion Bowl. Winter got you feeling cooped up? Break out and come to Champion Bowl. We have a full bar and a great menu. Hang out in the lounge. Let us cook for you. Celebrate birthdays and special events. Call us at 682-8005 to help set up your next big event. We look forward to seeing you at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, where bowling is fun. Open every day at 10 and at noon on Sunday. Follow us on Facebook for specials and events.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Cole Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Cole Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Cole Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
Our world has changed a lot in a short amount of time, but your health and safety remain our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and the processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs, and your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care you need. We're here for you today and always.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ and the live video stream. Our girls game in the books here at Des Moines Hoover tonight. Your Bulldog girls win it easily over the Huskies by a final of 61-16. Scoring tonight, it was a battle inside between Ottumwa's two post players. Ann Guest ended up with 22 points tonight. Addison Ransom added 20. Let's see, 7 points for Olivia Coram, 6 for Zoe Jones, 2 points for Isabel Mellon, 2 for Kennedy Hugan, and 2 for Josie Lemons. Des Moines Hoover, unofficially led by both Tasia Young and Cynthia Rennis at 5 points each, 3 for Arabia Parkey, 2 for Brooklyn Royster, and 1 point for Nevaeh Montgomery. Bulldogs fixed all their free throw shooting woes tonight. They went 16 of 18 from the free throw line. That is excellent. Hoover 4 of 8 from the charity stripes. The Bulldogs now 5 and 6. They're 3 and 1 in the Metro Conference. Hoover falls to 1 and 4, 1 and 2 in Metro Conference play. Not sure if we'll be joined by Bulldog girls head coach Joe Vandenberg. He usually pops up here, especially after a win when his team has played well. They certainly played well tonight, so we'll see if we get a chance to talk to Coach Vandenberg. But right now we'll take a 3-minute timeout, and if Coach hasn't come up here yet, we'll start breaking down a much anticipated boys matchup between two talented teams in the Bulldogs and the Huskies. 3 minutes and we're back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.